Good morning from the beautiful Mediterranean coast. While this may look like Italy, Greece, or even the south of France, this beautiful water is located just off of a small town in the south of Turkey called KAS.
Today we're on an 8-hour boat excursion around the Mediterranean Sea. Stick around to the end to see how affordable this is. So let's go.
Hey guys, we're Kyle and Madie and we're traveling on just $60 a day as a couple. In our last video, we traveled on a 6-hour bus from Sunken to KAS. Today we are touring the beautiful Mediterranean coast on a budget and doing it the #1 rated way, by boat. So we just got on our boat and we were pretty much like the second people on here, and they're like, come with us, we'll show you around. And we're like, okay. So we go with them and they literally had us sit in like the best seats on the boat.
I saw a picture of these seats online and I told Maddie that I really want these seats, and I thought we weren't going to be able to get them, and we got the exact seats I wanted. We're super excited now.
Yeah, super excited.
I think there's going to be like around 30 people on the boat, but it's a big boat and can't beat the price. Every other tour was like $40 to $50 US for the same size boat with the same amount of people. We just left the dock and we have like a 40-minute cruise until we can jump off and snorkel and swim.
I think it's gonna be a really pretty ride.
Yeah.
So if you're able to see it, behind me is a Greek island actually. It's just right off the coast. I think it's about like a 20-minute boat ride to it, but it actually costs like 30 euros a person to go there and to go back. And that doesn't include like sailing around or anything. So it's just kind of crazy that it costs 30 euros to go there when there really isn't much to do. It's a really tiny town on it and it's a pretty small island.
Alright, a little update. The water is now a cool blue Gatorade color. Was grape, now it's cool blue.
Wow, this is seriously so beautiful.
Yeah, this is great. We made it to our first stop. I believe it's called Nona Bay. And all the captain told us is not to climb up to the rocks because they're sharp and to watch out for the sea urchins. Other than that, it's beautiful and we're just gonna go and swim. Water here is so salty, so it's nice for the buoyancy that we get.
But holy cow, it just went up my nose and I feel like it's like burning.
The water's pretty warm.
Yeah,
and it's super clear, so we're gonna see if we can see anything. First stop now, and we're heading towards Aquarium Bay. I think there's going to be some pretty good scuba diving there, or snorkeling, sorry, not scuba diving. And then after we get done snorkeling, we are going to eat lunch. So they're making lunch on the boat, and it smells pretty good already.
It does. I'm hungry. We have figured out though that you do have to buy drinks
30 minutes later and we're coming into spot number 2. I believe this is Aquarium Bay. Looks like we have a party boat over there. We do not have music, but that's okay. We'll listen to theirs.
It's so salty. I have to be honest, I really gotta pee. Everyone has fun.
It's higher than it seems.
It is. We are actually leaving right now, and we just got our lunch. Kyle and I both got the chicken shish kebab, and it came with salad, rice, and bread. And then we also have a plate of salads, what they called it. One of them is like potatoes with dill, such. It's all pretty good. So we just went by the Sunken City, and it was actually a city from around 2,000 years ago that is now sunken into the water and is complete in ruins now. But I guess through the broken English, I understood that it had a lot of like religious significance back in like the Roman era. It was really cool to see though. You could see like steps that used to go to different temples and things, and you could see like water lines that they had made running through there. It was really interesting, and we're now actually coming up onto a small fishing village that has a castle at the top of it. So this is like the smallest little tiny town. You can tell that if boats and tourists didn't come here, that it would be nothing of a town. But it literally has maybe like a few restaurants, one little market. It's just so tiny, and with all these boats here, it's actually super crowded walking through here.
Maddie found some ice cream, some homemade ice cream at this little restaurant cafe.
Thank you. I got hazelnut. This was 45 Turkish lira for the 3 of these. It's super expensive, and we knew it was going to be super expensive on here, but we just wanted it. It still has like the nuts in it. It's super good. It's super like icy, like the consistency of it is really icy, so you can tell it's actually homemade. Okay.
We just walked back to the top of the hill from where we ate our ice cream and flew the drone, and we are out of breath. It is such a beautiful little town though.
It is. I mean, just look at the drone footage.
Made it back on the boat. an hour in this little village it went by quick.
Seriously, like, why can't, when you're at work or when you're doing something you don't want to do, an hour goes by so slow, but seriously, like, felt like 10 minutes, like.
Yeah, we got on the boat and it's basically almost time to go, so we're just gonna sit in our seats and relax for a minute.
And we are heading off to our next stop.
The captain said we just passed some Lycian tombs that I showed, and another small little fishing village. Again, these little towns are just so pretty on the coast.
Okay, so we just made it to our next place. There's a cute little beach here, and I think we're just gonna get in the water and swim more, just like we have with every other one. But this place actually looks like there's a little shallow spot that you can kind of hang out at, which is pretty cool. And then after we get back in, we're going to have some tea and biscuits, so that's really exciting.
So salty.
We're just such water people. We love it in the water. I think it's a good thing to note that if you are wanting to like snorkel and see a lot of fish and wildlife, this maybe isn't like the best boat to choose from. We just haven't seen a lot, which is completely fine with us. We just like swimming around in the water and messing around.
It's really relaxing, so that's really nice about it too.
Right, that is something that we really, really wanted. It was just like a nice relaxing day where we didn't have to worry about anything.
And it allows you to see a lot of the coastline, which is something that we really wanted to see.
Right.
So
we like it a lot.
Yep. We recommend it.
A lot. Kyle is still in the water, but I just wanted to say that when you're full-time traveling, you kind of fall into roles. So my role has kind of been to edit all of our videos and kind of do some social media stuff. Kyle's role is to do some social media stuff and then plan everything. And I think it's so underappreciated, the person who plans everything, because seriously, it is a lot of work and a lot of pressure on that person to find good things and fun things. And so I just want to say I really appreciate Kyle and all he does and all the hours he sits there and looks up things and finds amazing experiences just like this boat, and he's just the best, and I'm glad I'm traveling with someone like him.
We got cake. I think it's for a girl's birthday on here, but we got cake.
So we just made it to our last stop. It is another absolutely beautiful cove.
It's just 20 more minutes of swimming and snorkeling if you'd like, but I think we're just gonna lay and relax on our beds.
But since if you are still watching, you have been very patiently waiting, we paid a grand total of 400 Turkish lira a person to come on this. It's seriously an amazing deal.
Everything else I saw was about double the price, so I think we got a pretty good deal.
Again, we've talked about it enough, but we seriously loved this, and we will see you guys tomorrow when we will show you around the awesome, beautiful little town of KAS.